Okay, welcome. So I guess South Korea has a political crisis going on. In December 2024, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yul, excuse the pronunciation, declared martial law amid a standoff with the National Assembly and accusations of anti-state behavior. The move was seen as a potential self-coup and drew immediate backlash. The National Assembly overturned the order in a unanimous vote, and Yoon soon rescinded it after widespread protests. The fallout was swift. Yoon was impeached, removed from office by the Constitutional Court, and is now facing criminal charges, including insurrection. The term martial law shot up to the #1 most searched term in South Korea, with search traffic surging more than 1,000% and topping over 2 million searches in a single day. The issue continues to dominate headlines as investigations expand. For instance, lawmakers are now probing Yoon's wife for alleged corruption and political misconduct. Crazy. So there's stuff happening in South Korea again. Next up, we have the UFC is trending right now. UFC just inked a $7.7 billion 7-year exclusive U.S. broadcasting deal with Paramount. Interesting. I think South Park also just had a huge deal with Paramount as well. Paramount is throwing around some money. Starting in 2026, shifting away from its traditional pay-per-view model on ESPN, now all main UFC events, including 13 numbered cards and 30 fight nights annually, will stream via Paramount Plus, with select fights on CBS. Streaming costs drop dramatically, starting from just $7.99 a month. Crazy. Do you know many people that have Paramount Plus? I think I have it, but I think it was like a deal with another subscription or something. It seems that there's going to be 10 streaming services that people are going to want to own. Like the average, middle class, normal, single home family is going to be signed up for Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Prime Video, HBO, Disney Plus. That's just off the dome like that. There's that many. It's getting a little concerning how many streamers everyone will have to have. But I guess you can just jump back and forth, so like it can be like, oh, this is a Hulu month, oh, this is a HBO month. I do that from time to time where I buy HBO for a month and then cancel it. But really, isn't there enough free content out there? I always feel like so much of it is all poison anyway. And I didn't understand UFC broke through into the mainstream to this degree. Or maybe this is its move to breaking into the mainstream. Because I've paid for and watched probably less than 15 UFC fights since it's existed. Like once in a while it catches the zeitgeist and I'll pay attention to it, but I'm not a huge fan. Would love to hear your thoughts down below about that. Let's see. UFC President Dana White confirmed that a cage fight at the White House on the South Lawn is scheduled for July 2026 as part of America's 250th anniversary. It's a surreal crossover of sports, entertainment, and politics, generating massive headlines. That's insane. So we're going to kick off the Paramount deal with a cage fight on the White House for America's 250th anniversary to fight blood sports. Like, I'm not an anti-UFC guy. I think that it's a great sport, but it is a vulgar one to be putting on the White House lawn for a celebration of America's 250th birthday. That's crazy. It's kind of insane what the state has turned into, the sort of crossover. Yeah, exactly, like the surreal crossover of sports, entertainment, and politics. That kind of does encompass everything that the nation is kind of turned into. It probably is a great representation of us. Or a terrible one. That I would love to hear about. Let me know in the comments down below. High stakes fights and rising stars. Let's see. This isn't really interesting. Conor McGregor is stirring up the rumor mill, possibly aiming for that White House fight. Ronda Rousey may be planning an encore almost a decade after her last fight. Okay. So watch this space. UFC might be a big deal pretty soon. Nothing says freedom like two guys punching each other in front of the Lincoln bedroom. Next up, Lauren Southern is trending due to her explosive allegations in her new memoir. In her memoir, This Is Not Real Life, Lauren Southern accuses Andrew Tate, controversial internet figure, of SA and strangling during a 2018 trip to Romania. Alleges repeatedly told him no and was choked into unconsciousness. Southern has made parts of the book available for free on her Substack, clarifying she didn't want to profit from the allegations. Tate denied the allegations, calling them defamatory, and that they're part of a marketing ploy tied to the book. He and his attorney have threatened to pursue legal action. Supporters like Tommy Robinson have also attacked Southern's claims. Interesting. I haven't paid any attention to Lauren Southern in a long time. The last thing I heard from her was that she identifies as a Apache attack helicopter or something. Man, what a different world we're in. And that's something this says here as well, is that it's a break from her past persona, once a prominent alt-right figure known for promoting white nationalist ideas, conspiracy theories like the Great Replacement, conspiracy theory like the Great Replacement, and anti-immigration activism. Southern has largely disappeared from the public eye in recent years. That was my understanding. These new allegations mark her return, and in a radically different light from her previous image. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay. That seems like something to not pay attention to. Don't watch that space. Although I am curious about the whole Tate thing. The whole Tate thing is weird. I'm Tate skeptical. Let me know your thoughts. Farmer's Almanac is in the news as it predicts a brutal season ahead. Erratic weather, heavy snow in the north, cold rains threat in the south, and early snowfalls. Gardeners are urged to prep now. Target shooting is trending as it's in the news that modern ranges are ditching the grim vibe for glam, gourmet food, date nights, babysitting, and wine. They're basically making Topgolf for guns, trying to draw in women, newcomers, liberals, even those who swore they'd never shoot a thing. Interesting. That's kind of a neat idea. You know, that with the UFC, it feels like America is really kind of evolving. It's leveling up to its next form. The Charizard, or what is it, Charizard? Excuse me while I look up, what does Charizard come out of? Sorry for my Pokemon ignorance here. Charmander, right. Charmander, Charmeleon into Charizard. But yeah, that seems like what's happening to the United States with all of this. So it's going to be Top Golf style gun ranges, UFC everywhere. Now we just need a new. The Cybertruck maybe is kind of fallen out of style. It kind of flopped. I feel like we need a new mega truck. It seems like America is America-ing with all of this sort of stuff. That's crazy. I like the idea of that. I would love to go to a Top Golf style gun range though. Treating like a gun range like a bowling alley, having Top Golf games at the gun range, that seems like a great idea. I don't know that we're ready for it though, because there's compilations of people falling into the nets at Top Golf for days. I can imagine what kind of horrors will happen at a gun range. You can't mix alcohol with that. It says wine here. I'm pulling up the full article. Just Top Golf for guns. So you're gonna have drunk, irresponsible Americans, people that have never shot before. You're gonna women, and you're gonna flood them into a gun range where it's basically Top Golf. Top Golf, which is notorious for like insane golfing accidents, fat people falling into the nets, tripping over their golf swing, falling off of the building. Crazy. I can't wait. Like, what kind of shenanigans? I want your top 2 predictions. Everyone needs to be in the comments giving me their top 2 funniest predictions for what crazy headline or crazy story is going to come out of, people going to a Top Golf style gun range. The bowling alley-ification of gun ranges. It's like, what's going to happen? Hilarity is going to ensue. Next up, I've got meteor shower. One of the year's most magical sky shows is peaking. Looks like just 2 days ago, with up to 100 meteors per hour. Haven't heard a word about this, so I don't know if it turned out that great or not, but in clear rural skies, there was going to be a good show of meteors, although I haven't heard anything about this. But that's all for now. Thank you.